Hi, welcome to The Shed. In this episode, we're going to talk about how to play triads and inversion with your right hand on the piano keyboard. So here's the piano keyboard, and we're going to start with a root position chord. So the bottom voice has the root, the middle voice has the third, and the top voice has the fifth. And we're going to do this for the key of C. So this is a C major triad. This is the one chord. And your thumb is going to play the bottom voice. So put your thumb on C, put your middle finger on E, and your pinky on G, and all you're going to do is just let the fingers drop. You don't have to worry about really pushing the notes down. Just let your fingers drop at the joint. Your other fingers should be hovering over the keys, ready to play if you play a different chord or if you have to play any melody notes in between. So the next inversion is where you take the bottom note, the note that's in the bottom voice, and you put it on top. So our C is now going to go on the top of this chord. So the third is now on the bottom, the fifth is in the middle, and the root is on top. We have E, G, C. The only difference is when you play this chord, your index finger is going to play the note that's in the middle voice. So my index finger for this chord is playing G. Now if we invert that again, the bottom voice, the E, is going to go to the top. And we have fifth, root, third, or G, C, E in this case, and your middle finger is going to go back to playing the middle voice. So one exercise you can do is to run through the triad in all of its inversions. So here's a C triad in root position, C triad in first inversion. Make sure your middle finger's on that middle voice, or your index finger, sorry. And then second inversion, and go back up to root position up top. Go down, second inversion, first inversion, index fingers on that middle voice, and root position. With enough practice, you should be able to go through all of these very quickly, and then you don't have to think about what note is on each finger with each voice. Another exercise you can do is to run through a chord progression. Now this is a 1-4-1-5-1 progression, and the whole purpose of inversions is to keep notes close to each other when you move from chord to chord. We call that smooth voice leading. So I'm going to play the 1 chord in root position, but I'm going to play the 4 chord in second inversion and the 5 chord in first inversion. So here's what everything's doing. My 1 chord is C major in root position, thumb, middle, pinky. My 4 chord is an F major chord, but it is in second inversion. So the middle finger has the middle voice, and that is also the root. This is the second inversion. And I'm going to go back to the 1 chord. And then the 5 chord is G major chord, and the root is on top, but it's in first inversion. And then I go back to 1. So we have 1, 4, 1, 5, 1. And that is how to play triads with your right hand in inversion.